Hello, this is Evan here from the Trade Risk on Wednesday, December 30th, 2020. We are intraday right now, and this is our weekly swing trade ideas video where we bring you stocks based on a variety of discretionary, technical, and quantitative criteria, all of which we'll break down for you in just a moment. As always, these videos are sponsored by our partners over at Investors Business Daily. We curate ideas based on their stock lists. You can get access to their stock list with a link in the description of this video. Now we're going to jump in here. We've got 6 names we're looking at today. 3 coming from the discretionary bucket, 2 from the technical, 1 from the quantitative. Let's kick things off with MASI. This is from the discretionary bucket. What that basically means is I take a look at the watch list, so that's IBD's lists and our TR150 watch list, and using sort of classical technical analysis, I am pulling out patterns that I think look interesting to me from a price trend, momentum, price action perspective. So first is MASI. If we go to a weekly time frame on this particular chart, you can see trading at its all-time highs or just off of its all-time highs. Very strong uptrend throughout its trading existence. And if we look here closely at the weekly time frame, you can see basically the stock has put in a nice consolidation from April, May of this year to just recently where it broke out to new all-time highs. And so one of my favorite patterns is when you get this little sort of mini consolidation, this mini base over a larger base, because you can sort of define your risk a little bit tighter. If you miss the initial breakout, you can use this shorter term consolidation as a sort of second entry point. And I think this chart kind of illustrates that and gives us that opportunity. So I like the consolidation. I like the breakout. I like that it's taking its time up here. And if it starts to move over 272, then you have a clear sort of breakout point to get involved in a stock that has a good trend at its back. So MASI, that's our first trade idea for you. TMO is number 2. So this one here, Thermo Fisher. So this is a mega cap really in the healthcare space. And again, zooming out here, you can see just big, long uptrend that has been in place. It recently topped out around 530, saw a pretty swift 20% correction. And then it kind of, had this springboard off of the 430 lows. And it's been consolidating these past few weeks of December, and it looks like it's at least attempting to put in some type of higher low here. That's what I'm looking for, is to see if this can stay off of these lows, not go back down and retest them, but in fact just put in a higher low and then start to lift higher. That, I think, is the ideal situation. If you can get that in place and starting to get a breakout, then you can, kind of resurface and attack these prior highs. So TMO, different look here, not quite at highs, not a huge base, but something that could be, kind of shaping back up and continuing its trend. Last but not least is Shopify. So Shopify is a very popular name. Everybody keeps an eye on it for good reason. And this one here is interesting because this also had this consolidation that took place from, call it June to just recently of past 2 weeks, where it broke out to new all-time highs. 872 to 1100 in change was the range it was trading in. We again got that breakout just a week and a half ago. And if we zoom in on it, we're basically getting the sort of classic kind of breakout retest as we speak. So it's trading down back at 1152. The breakout was, everybody's going to use a slightly different level here. I mean, technically the breakout's 1147, but generally speaking, the lower 1100s here is where you want to see Shopify hold. So it's kind of at an action area right now. If it can hold into the 1100s, then obviously we're in good shape here for potential trend continuation and a move higher. If it fails at 1100, then kind of all bets are off for the time being. So Shopify, pay attention to that at its decision point. Now, if we move into the technical side of things, so these are scans that we've created in TC2000. These are all available on our website, and you can learn more about the scans and what they do on the trade risk. So AXNX, this is our classic pullback strength scan here. Zooming out, you can see this stock is trading just under its all-time highs, a little more choppy on this stock. So this tends to take kind of 2 steps forward, 1 step back with all of its movement as it sort of grinds to the upside. But basically here, we've got this high volume thrust that came in just about a week ago off of the lower 40s. And it's now just kind of, stair-stepping lower over these past handful of days. And it's starting to lift up right now. So it's trying to kind of resolve this little pullback higher. If it can put in this higher low, start clearing over 49, then you're in business to, kind of challenge these prior highs and potentially break out. So AXNX, pullback strength scan of ours, setting up right now. Number 2 is OLLI. So this is Ollie's Bargain Outlet Holdings. So this one here is hitting actually a different scan we don't talk about too much. I don't really trade this scan myself, but I know a lot of traders that like to look at this moving average. It's the 200 period simple moving average, and all this scan is looking for is a reclaim of that moving average. So essentially what we have here is a rising 200 period simple moving average. So the stock's in a long-term uptrend. We sell off below it. We stay below it for some period of time. And now we start to get back above it. And what this sort of classically, helps illustrate here is institutional support. You get a long-term kind of trend moving average here. If prices can get back above it, shows that institutions are stepping in or there's support for this stock. It's getting back above its long-term trend. And some people like to trade that. These are usually deeper pullbacks, but there you have it, OLLI. I think this is a free scan of ours. So if you're a TC2000 user, you can head to the site and download this one for free. Yeah, that's the 200 period simple moving average reclaim. So that is those are the 2 stocks for our technical side. Let's end it with a quantitative signal. So this comes from our Merlin trading system. This is a recent addition to us, so you're getting kind of a fresh signal in Overstock. So Overstock here has had a tremendous kind of 2020, especially from where the depths of March, trading down around $2.60, getting as high as 125 over the past couple of months. So that's good 4,000% return in just 5 months worth of time. Recently, however, it's been pulling back. It's been consolidating that move. In fact, it's almost 50% off of the highs it made around $100 in August. So our Merlin trading system stepped in, purchased this stock yesterday. Let's see, yesterday or 2 days ago. 51.37. That was our exact entry point in the stock. OSTK 51.37. We own it. So full disclaimer, we do own this stock. And we're looking for higher prices. We're looking for an initial target up in the mid to upper 60s as kind of a target 1. We don't sell everything there. We'll look for an additional target above that price. So OSTK, quantitative signal, Merlin, average hold times, usually a few months on these types of names, but that's what we're looking for. Stop loss, I actually don't have off the top of my head, but it is very likely below $40 or something around there. So OSTK, that's it, quantitative signal, Merlin. If you want to learn more about Merlin, you can head to the site, traders.com/Merlin, and take a look at that trading system. So that's it. That's what I got for this week's Trade Ideas video. 6 names, couple of different looks, formations, and hopefully something there interesting for the end of the year. Remember, do your homework on all these names. These are not blindly buy just because they're listed here. You should make sure they fit your risk tolerance, your strategy, your system, your outlook, etc., etc. So that is it for me. Thanks as always for tuning in every Wednesday. Trade idea videos just like this. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us at The Trade Risk. Have a great rest of the day. Happy early New Year's. And we'll see you back here in a few days for the weekend market recap video.